Hey guys, it's Nerdy Movie Awards season, and this year has been a doozy, just to put it lightly, because a lot of the big blockbusters this year, or technically last year, since last year was 2020, have moved to different years. The whole schedule's been all weird and whatnot, but I still feel like there is some movies worthy of praise in 2020. And so I am continuing with the Nerdy Movie Awards this year, and there are going to be quite a few changes, which I will be explaining here right now. Change number 1, streaming movies will qualify for this year. Change number 2, in being that streaming movies will qualify, I'm retiring the Worst Picture category indefinitely. Let's face it, you can dump any garbage movie on a streaming service, and there is just way too many to watch. And I'm ultimately not going to have time to watch the stuff I do want to watch. And I'm not going to just watch the ones that are popular because they got bad reviews, because I don't believe in just settling for sloppy seconds. Take 2019, for example. I could have settled with Hellboy, but I chose to see even worse movies like The Haunting of Sharon Tate, Arctic Dogs, Norm of the North 2, and Unplanned. But 2020 is not a normal year. If we get back to traditional theatrical releases, then I'll bring back the Worst Picture category, and maybe I'll even set up a new kind of qualification for that, where it has to be like a wide release, like it has to have been released in at least 600 theaters. I don't know, but we'll get to that category when we get to it. So yeah. Change number 3, I'm retiring most overrated film, most underrated film, most disappointing film, and most surprising film this year. Again, due to how 2020 went, it just complicates things. I don't think I'll bring back most overrated film since it just creates tons of controversy. Because even if I have valid reasons for feeling the way I feel about a movie everyone loves, people will ultimately take it the wrong way. For example, Birds of Prey, I thought was very overrated. I thought it made Harley Quinn look like an idiot, the team-up aspect didn't feel natural at all, and it felt like it was forcing the R rating down my throat. But that kind of context is lacking in an award show, and I worry that people will take it the wrong way and either A, complain that I didn't like a movie starring women, or B, which I fear more, the mouth breathers will love the fact that I didn't like a movie starring women. I don't need that reputation, so there's that. Change number 4, the best soundtrack category is being retired. Change number 5, for this year, best male hero and best female hero are being combined into best hero due to the lack of high quality contenders. Change number 6, nominee numbers will vary. One category might have 5 nominees, one might have 4, one might have 3, who knows. But I just want to only focus on the best, which ones I thought were like exceptional this year. Change number 7, unlike other award shows this year, I'm not including 2021 movies. That is, movies that premiered in 2021. If it premiered in a film festival in 2020 and it's getting a full release this year, like Nomadland and One Night in Miami, then it still qualifies as a 2020 movie. Movies that premiered in 2021, like Judas and the Black Messiah and the SpongeBob movie Sponge on the Run, will qualify for next year's Nerdy Movie Awards. Change number 8. From now on, the Nerdy Movie Awards will be formatted differently. I will choose the nominees and even pick most of the winners. Reason being is that I feel that the casual movie-going audience doesn't know as much about things like makeup and hairstyling, sound editing, sound mixing, and visual effects as people who study this like I do. The general movie-going audience seems to confuse the quality of the aspects of a movie with the quality of the movie itself. I want this to be more of a learning experience from now on, showing why I feel like this aspect is the best out of the other movie's aspects. Change number 9. But the thing is, you get to choose the winner for Best Picture, since that is about judging the movie itself. Plus, it's a shorter, more manageable list for you to keep track of. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments and I'll answer them. And now, without any further ado, let's start off with the nominees, and we're going to now start off with the category of Best Original Song, and your nominees are Husavik from Eurovision Song Contest, The Story of Fire Saga, Make It Work from Jingle Jangle: A Christmas Journey, Never Break from Giving Voice, and The Plan from Tenet. The nominees for Best Original Score are Mank, Trent Reznor and Atticus Ross, The Midnight Sky, Alexandre Desplat, Pinocchio, Dario Marianelli, Soul, Trent Reznor, Atticus Ross, and John Batiste, and Tenet, Ludwig Göransson. The nominees for Best Sound Mixing are Mank, Soul, Sound of Metal, Trolls World Tour, and The Vast of Night. The nominees for Best Sound Editing are Artemis Fowl, Sound of Metal, Tenet, Trolls World Tour, and The Vast of Night. The nominees for Best Visual Effects are Artemis Fowl, Love and Monsters, The Midnight Sky, The One and Only Ivan, and Underwater. The nominees for Best Hair and Makeup are Bill and Ted Face the Music, Borat subsequent movie film, Hillbilly Elegy, Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, and Pinocchio. The nominees for Best Costume Design are Emma, Jingle Jangle: A Christmas Journey, Mank, Mulan, and Pinocchio. The nominees for Best Production Design are The Father, Mank, The Midnight Sky, Mulan, and Tenet. The nominees for Best Film Editing are The Father, Mank, Tenet, The Trial of the Chicago 7, and The Vast of Night. The nominees for Best Cinematography are Da 5 Bloods, I'm Thinking of Ending Things, Mank, Tenet, and The Vast of Night. The nominees for Best Female Voiceover or Performance Capture are Tina Fey for Soul, Angelina Jolie for The One and Only Ivan, Honor Neefsey for Wolfwalkers, Brooklyn Prince for The One and Only Ivan, and Eva Whittaker for Wolfwalkers. The nominees for Best Male Voiceover or Motion Capture are Sean Bean for Wolfwalkers, Nicolas Cage for The Croods: A New Age, Jamie Foxx for Soul, Tom Holland for Onward, and Ben Schwartz for Sonic the Hedgehog. The nominees for Best Animated Film are Onward, Scoob, Soul, and Wolfwalkers. The nominees for Best Villain are Jim Carrey for Sonic the Hedgehog, Jonathan Groff for Hamilton, Frank Langella for The Trial of the Chicago 7. The nominees for Best Hero are Kingsley Ben-Adir for One Night in Miami, Chadwick Boseman for Da 5 Bloods, Christopher Jackson for Hamilton, and Lin-Manuel Miranda for Hamilton. The nominees for Best Ensemble are Da 5 Bloods, Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, Minari, One Night in Miami, and The Trial of the Chicago 7. The nominees for Best Supporting Actress are Maria Bakalova for Borat subsequent movie film, Ellen Burstyn for Pieces of a Woman, Glenn Close for Hillbilly Elegy, Olivia Colman for The Father, and Ye Jun-tun for Minari. The nominees for Best Supporting Actor are Chadwick Boseman for Da 5 Bloods, Tom Burke for Mank, Delroy Lindo for Da 5 Bloods, Leslie Odom Jr. for One Night in Miami, and Paul Raci for Sound of Metal. The nominees for Best Lead Actress are Viola Davis for Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, Sydney Flanagan for Never, Rarely, Sometimes, Always, Vanessa Kirby for Pieces of a Woman, Frances McDormand for Nomadland, and Carey Mulligan for Promising Young Woman. The nominees for Best Lead Actor are Riz Ahmed for Sound of Metal, Chadwick Boseman for Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, Anthony Hopkins for The Father, Gary Oldman for Mank, and Steven Yeun for Minari. The nominees for Best Adapted Screenplay are Borat subsequent movie film, written by Sacha Baron Cohen, Anthony Hines, Dan Swimer, Peter Bainum, Erica Rivenoja, Dan Mazer, Jenna Friedman, and Lee Kern. The Father, written by Florian Zeller and Christopher Hampton. The Invisible Man, written by Lee Winnell. Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, written by Ruben Santiago Hudson, and One Night Miami, written by Kemp Powers. The nominees for Best Original Screenplay are Pieces of a Woman, written by Kata Weber. Soul, written by Pete Docter, Mike Jones, and Kemp Powers. Sound of Metal, written by Darius Martyr and Abraham Martyr. The Trial of the Chicago 7, written by Aaron Sorkin. And The Vast of Night, written by James Montague and Craig W. Sanger. The nominees for Best Director are Pete Docter for Soul, Eliza Hittman for Never, Rarely, Sometimes, Always, Darius Martyr for Sound of Metal, Christopher Nolan for Tenet, and Jason Woliner for Borat subsequent movie film. And now we finally get to the last category, which is Best Film of 2020. And your nominees that you guys will vote on are Borat subsequent movie film, The Father, Hamilton, Never, Rarely, Sometimes, Always, One Night in Miami, Pieces of a Woman, Soul, Sound of Metal, Tenet, and The Trial of the Chicago 7. And these are your nominees for Best Picture, guys. So, yeah. As I said, you guys can watch all these movies. You really should watch all these movies. They're all so freaking good. And once you see all these movies, go down and vote for which one you think should win the coveted prize of Best Film of 2020. Like I said, 2021 movies, the ones that actually premiered in 2021, like Judas and the Black Messiah, that movie will qualify for next year's Nerdy Movie Awards. So, hey, you haven't seen the last of this year's, awards season just yet on my channel. Man, I really have no idea what I'm saying right now. But, whatever. So yeah, guys, what do you think of the nominees for the 2021 Nerdy Movie Awards? Let me know in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching. Give this video a like. Share this video so that you can get the channel circulated. And if you want to see more, click that subscribe button.